I am not shy to admit when I have a hard time to understand something. Quantum computers, by the way, blow my head off. Whenever I try to get a deeper understanding of it, I end up in a place where I have the feeling that I understand it now even less. And race is another topic where my brain has quite a tough time, but it's not for the same reason as for quantum computing, and I want to give you an overview why this is, or why I think this is, with me and others who are like-minded. I think it circles around the concept that our mind is more than just a complex machine, that mind is somehow over matter, call it spirituality or whatever. And I'm not a very spiritual man, I'm a man of reason, but still, there is this little voice inside my head that tells me that there has to be more. The sad truth is our mind is not much more than a machine, a very complicated machine, nevertheless, but... So, our body defines our potential, mostly by genetics. Some have genetic structure to become very fast, and others have the genetics to become very strong, and others have the genetics to become very clever. Each traits are defined by our environment, stuff we did not need, did not evolve, stuff we had but did not need, vanished. That's evolution. I understand that, but genetics only define potentials. There is no question that Einstein had a genetic advantage. His corpus callosum was bigger than average, which gave him an edge, gave him a bigger potential. But imagine that you would have put him in a dark box for his entire life, give him no education or whatever. Everybody on the world could outsmart him. We need to train to reach our potential. If we do not train, if we do not get stimuli, we stay far below our potential. This is where the centrist position of race is a fact, but it's not important, comes in. That brings a lot of hate from the left, who says that race is not a thing and if you talk about it you're evil, and the right, who tells us that race is the most important thing and if you deny it you're stupid. I think that nobody on earth reaches his potential regarding IQ, strength, even height. We are all below that, most of us far below, because we live in a time where the incentives to improve are not as pressing as in the times when you had to outsmart the cougar that wanted to eat you and the mammoth you wanted to eat. Modern humans think that they are far above the people of, let's say, 4,000 years ago, but I think they use their potential to a way larger degree than we do today, and perhaps even had a larger potential in the first place, because, well, they needed it, while our lifestyle is very undemanding. When people point to potentials, I point to achievement, because that is what it is all about. I don't care if you have the potential to write a good book. If you don't do it, I don't care. The guy that has less potential, but did it, still wrote a better book. So yeah, I accept the fact that 10,000 years are enough to make an animal the size of a mouse to the size of an elephant. Therefore, I accept that the human species evolved their potentials differently based on their environment. I'm not stupid, I understand that. It was still a bitter pill to swallow, but I can accept that. What I don't accept is this stupid focus on potential and genetics. What counts is achievement on a personal level. I want to live in an achieving culture that makes something out of its potential. This is why I don't care about race, but I care a lot about culture. I see the European culture as superior to the Islamic culture, for example, in regards of achievement in science, lifestyle, and so on. On the other hand, I see Persian food far superior to, let's say, German food. I mean, every food is superior to German food, except for American food perhaps, although Texan food, whatever. I think you get my point. It's about doing stuff. This focus on genetics is like a focus on talent. Talent is irrelevant. What you do with it is not. That's the reason I don't care about genetic purity. but I care about cultural homogeneity.